So next up, I would then like to invite our second winner from last year, and that is, of course, Jonathan Persson, CEO and founder at Helios Innovations. So just let me know when I should move the slides along, and the stage is yours.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anna. Yeah, my name is Jonathan Persson, and as Anna said, I'm the founder of the startup company Helios Innovations. We try to improve industry's energy, water, and waste management by where we have invented a new evaporation technology where we can use their local waste heat to treat their liquid waste, so they don't have to dispose of it in the same way they do today. So you can change picture, and I can tell you a bit of the dark side of the Swedish recycling industry. So in almost every industrial process, you create waste. And in some types, like steel, aluminium, and plastic, you can recycle it. But the majority of the industrial waste that is created is in a liquid form. It can be a contaminated process water with oil residue, heavy metals, or PFAS. And this kind of liquid waste mostly consists of just water. So in our customer cases, they have wastewater consisting of 95 to 99% water. But this few percent of pollutants is so harmful for the environment. So they can't treat it locally. They have to ship it by truck all around Sweden just to transport water. So today there are hundreds of thousands of tons of liquid waste that is transported distances as long as 500 kilometers, and the disposal of the waste is currently done by incineration. So the factory basically produce 95% water, ship it all over the country, and then burn it. So what we have done is to develop a new evaporation technology. So you can switch picture, Anna, where we can treat this wastewater locally. So what we do is that we take low temperature waste heat down to 40 degrees Celsius to essentially power our evaporation technology. And it works like this, where you heat up the waste to 45 to 95 degrees Celsius. You pour it over a hollow cellulose structure, which basically works as a heat exchanger. So you let the dirty water flow through these blocks. Behind it is a fan that blows air through it. And when the air gets in contact with this dirty water, few percent of the water evaporates, comes out as a clean steam at the factory that we can cool down and collect that clean distillate that the factory can reuse in their processes. And at the same time, we have reduced the volumes of waste that the factory produces. So you can switch slide again. And the main advantage with our technology is that we can drastically reduce the amount of waste that is created in the Swedish manufacturing industries all around the world. So currently, a factory can send over 1 truckload a day. But with our technology, we can reduce the volumes by up to 98%. So instead of sending 1 truckload a day, they can send 1 truck of waste every month. So drastically lower emissions for transportation, and as well as burning the water in the incineration plant in the destruction stage. We built our units as container-sized evaporation equipment that can easily be installed at the factory. And depending on the need from our customers, we can either order small container, a large container, or two of them to keep up with the customer's demand. And what really makes us unique, except that we can treat water that our competitors have problems with, is that we can power our equipment with low temperature waste heat. So around 50% of all the energy in the world is lost as low temperature waste heat. This is typically cooled down in cooling towers, just cooled down in rivers and ocean. And by utilizing this waste heat, we can drastically reduce the energy consumption of evaporation by up to 90-95%. You can switch slide, and I can tell you a little bit more about what we were, I would say, really amazed by winning this prize last year. We have done quite many competitions. That's how I funded Helios journey since I started it. But this was by far the biggest competition, and by far, Gustav is a really good. How do you say? Normally I go into a competition and thinks, well, hopefully I will win this. But when thinking of how high the competition was with all these amazing startups that was in the finalist, we really didn't think that we would win this prize, but luckily we did. So with the prize money, we were able to produce full-scale commercial demonstration facility, as you see in the picture here, in my hometown of Halmstad, that we actually last week we started a new upgraded version because we had a smaller one last fall. This unit, as you can see in the picture, is able to treat 10 million liters of liquid waste every year, and is a crucial step for our commercialization journey. With this unit, we both have our first commercial income that we can fund our employees' salaries. But most importantly, we have a demonstration facility that customers can visit and see that the technology works. So with this unit, we have already signed 2 more contracts for more evaporation units. One will be installed this summer, and the next one this fall. So we've really seen that attraction that this prize, the attraction from the demonstration facility that this prize enabled. But it was also really fun to see how our customers and partners were happy for us to win this prize. So they shared it in their social medias. Our customers told their customers, hey, you should look at this evaporator. They just won one of the European largest climate challenges. We really stand behind this, and that have been a great help. And I was asked as well, Gustav, to give the ones participating in this meeting a few tips and advice for your application. And I would say try to be personal, both in the most importantly in the presentation, because this is one of the few competition where they have a criteria that is based on also personal emotions, and it's something really important, because everyone can have a good idea or a great technology, but it's the power to execute, to prove that you will succeed on your journey, that is really important. And this, I felt like this jury really appreciated that type of view from the company. So I would recommend everyone to try to focus on not only what you do, but how you could do it and why you will succeed. That would be my most important advice. And I think I'm finished with my 5 minutes. So thank you, everyone. And I think there's a question afterwards.
Correct.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. And great to hear that things are really moving forward for you as well.